Good afternoon, everybody. It is Judge Mentalist again, coming at you with another exciting interview previewing a really cool, really unique, and one show only at the Barcelona Fringe Festival coming up. Their show is going to be on the 31st of October. If you are in Barcelona, barcelonafringefest.com. From the 31st all the way through the 9th of November. Tons and tons of great shows. But today we are here to talk about one and only one show. And also this whole podcast, this whole streaming thing is brought to you by my friends at Dubby, which is a really cool, relatively new energy drink that I am going to be using the entire time that I am in Barcelona, as well as Europe, the week leading up to it. If you need an energy drink that's going to be less than $1 per serving and doesn't have additives, sugar, all this other stuff that's going to make you crash, go to w.gg, use code JUDGE10. It's going to save you 10% off of whatever you order. I have been drinking it myself, and I am ready to use this. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about this kick-ass show that you are going to want to see. That is at 11 p.m. on the first night of the Fringe. That is Halloween night. If you are not at my show, because I also have a show at the same time, this is the show that you want to be at for Halloween, okay? A lot of the shows at the Fringe are going to be just straight up stand-up comedy. This is going to be a lot different, although it involves comedians. Here's the write-up. All right. And in the notes, you're going to see a link to it. I definitely recommend grabbing tickets ASAP because with just one show, it's absolutely going to sell out. At a time when norms around sex and dating are changing fast, it's easy to feel lost. Comedian Carly Blair certainly does. But luckily, she has a friend with wisdom and experience to spare. Sally Porter, a former dominatrix-turned-comedian. And now you do too. The Student Becomes the Mistress. That's the show that you want to see here. Carly and Sally are going to cover topics such as dating, sex, and how not to electrocute a man's genitals. I appreciate that knowledge being spread and disseminating out there. And at the end, the audience will get a chance to ask the two ladies for their possibly wise, possibly dubious advice. Now, I'm going to introduce Sally and Carly to you. Greetings. How are you?
Hi.
Hello. So you guys are, obviously you have whatever you have going on, comedians now individually. How did you link up to come up with this show concept?
Sally and I have been performing together. I started performing earlier than Sally did, but I think we met more or less as soon as Sally got out of her comedy class and started getting on stage. The Netherlands scene is active and of high quality, but not super big, and the country is also not very big. So it didn't take long for us to cross paths and figure out that we were both women talking about sex. And then last summer, we did this show at the Boom Chicago Comedy Festival. And I was quite eager to perform in the festival because I'd done it before. And then I didn't want to do a full hour on my own. So I was looking for someone where there's like complementary overlap in terms of subject. And Sally was very top of mind for me. So yeah, we decided to link up and make a show all about sex.
Beautiful. Wonderful. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Arizona in the U.S., but I've been living in Amsterdam since 2008.
And Sally, where is your original home?
Well, you might have guessed, I'm from London, North London, East Finchley. Got English mum, West Indian dad. And said I came to Holland just for a weekend 20 years ago. So I thought and I thought I must be the only dominatrix that's not seen the red light district. And I'm still here 20 years later.
It's funny because a couple of weeks ago, I got an email from the airline about one of the legs of my return flight changing or something, and they couldn't automatically rebook me because apparently that's what they tried to do. And I'm sitting here and I'm like looking at the news here in the States, and I'm like, is it really bad to just stay? Well, I have one child that's still not an adult, so yes, it's really bad to just stay. But it doesn't feel that way sometimes. I'm like, I know that I'm going to go to Barcelona, which will be my first time, and I believe your first time in Spain, Sally.
Because I was actually on my way to Spain when I came here for the weekend. So I'm actually going to get there now, 20 years later.
And how
Doing
about
a
you,
similar
Carly?
thing.
I was going to say before we move on, the potentially bad thing about just staying is that you could get deported like I did.
Oh, there's a story.
Yeah, it's not actually that sexy a story, but I did after I came here to be a nanny for a Dutch family, and I did that for 6 months, and then because basically I became too old to legally work as an au pair in the Netherlands, they booted me out, and so I had to go home for 6 months to Arizona. Then I couldn't wait to come back to Amsterdam, so I weaseled my way back into the country, and then I never left.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, there's just, I don't know what it is, but there's some sort of draw.
Yeah,
these
there's
days.
something about Amsterdam. I mean, the amount of British people that I've met that live here and they've been here for years, they've all came just for a weekend, or they came to work for like 3 months and they've just stayed here. There's something about Amsterdam that just draws you in. I mean, I met my husband, so yeah.
Yeah. I've yet, and I won't on this trip. So this trip I'm bouncing from Berlin to Paris, then to Barcelona. So no Amsterdam yet, but I have a colleague who's a hypnotist and a big like sound and light production guy who's in the Netherlands. So I know that it's only a matter of time till I end up landing there. And
Yeah, and you want to
I'm
stay.
not going to say I'm not going to stay. Let's just we've got an example of two folks here who have found themselves. I don't want to say trapped because clearly you want to be there, but not necessarily desiring to return home. So yeah. Oh, I think we lost Carly. Hopefully she'll be back. So
well, I left when Tony Blair completely ruined England. So I was in no rush, well, Britain. So I was in no rush to get back there anyway, because it took about another 10 years for him to go. So yeah.
So yeah, it's
Where's she gone?
I'm sure she'll pop on back here. I think she froze for a little bit. But here we go. She is back now. Welcome back.
Hello.
All of the things that make our lives easier to connect us also make it easier to disconnect so quickly. So welcome back. Let's talk more about what to expect from the Student Becomes the Mistress.
So you said before it's not stand up. It's a lot of stand up. Basically, each of us talks for about 25 minutes, half an hour, doing our thing in kind of a traditional stand up way. And then at the end of the show, we get together on stage and we do a Q&A with the audience.
Fantastic.
My half of the show is a lot about, let's say, like my journey with sex. So kind of starting from when I was a kid, when I first learned about sex, my first sexual experiences, and basically kind of it's me exploring why I'm like a bit uptight when it comes to sex, like where that comes from and how that manifests itself in my life as an adult. And then, but it's fun. It's very dark at moments, but I think also fun. I have some crazy stories. And then I hand it over to Sally, and yeah, Sally, as you might expect from a dominatrix, has a lot of really crazy stories.
You have stories? You don't say.
I mean, we both have crazy stories. They're just crazy in different ways.
Yeah, but mine includes pain and torture and lots of whips. Which is why I've had to position my camera in my bedroom so you can't see me stuff on the wall.
But consensual. You have willing participants. It's not like you're just out there on some vendetta mowing down men left and right, you know.
What's
I mean,
I think one of the funniest things about the show is that you would expect that there would be more unwillingness in Sally's stories around sex because, you know, it's about domination, it's about pain, it's about like punishment and you know, a sort of violence or whatever. But actually, everyone is super happy in all of her stories for the most part. And then mine, which are much like tamer in terms of what's actually happening, are more like I'm caught in a situation, I'm in over my head. I didn't necessarily give consent to things that are happening. So yeah, there's just one of the weird like twists of the show is that the vanilla part is actually kind of like crazier and like more fucked up in a way than what's going on with Sally.
Yeah. So October 31st, 11 p.m. What's your venue?
The original Clubhouse.
Okay.
Comedy Clubhouse downstairs. My personal favorite room to perform in all of Europe. Yeah, and as you mentioned, it's Halloween night. We both perform in costume as well. So I hopefully we'll be in costume, and hopefully we'll have an audience full of audience members who are also in costume.
But you all right? So when you say you're in costume for the show. Yeah. For the stories you're telling. If you were to do a Tuesday in St. Louis in January, you'd be in the same or similar costumes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just I want to make sure I clarify that. But please, yes. And I am not. This is my first time in Spain. I've done a little bit of research, and it seems like we may all have a handful of folks hit and miss as to whether or not they're showing up in costume. Please do. Please do. Mm-hmm. And don't hesitate if you come to one of my other shows on the 1st, 2nd, or 3rd because you've gone to this show on the 31st, wear your costume then too. It's cool. I will not be mad if you come up on my stage in costume. In fact,
actually, Sally nearly didn't make it to Edinburgh because of her costume, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you see, the thing is, what I wear, I don't see it as a costume. This is my costume with jeans and my t-shirt. I mean, my PVC, to me, that's normal clothes.
Right.
That's not a costume. But as I was mentioning, I wear handcuffs on my belt. And every time I go through security in Holland, there's an issue with my handcuffs. I get stopped by security and I have to explain to them I'm not a terrorist, I'm a comedian. And I used to work at the dominatrix, and this is why I've actually got pictures on my phone of sessions with my slaves and also some of our shows. So they say, look, I'm wearing them. That this is normal for me.
So you wear this to the airport and through security?
No, I pack my stuff in my bag, but my handcuffs.
Okay, because I had a different image in my head for a moment. And then wanted to know what time you were flying and through what airports, because sometimes there's a show before the show, and that I'm just as interested in seeing that.
No, I can't leave her unsupervised in costume in the wild. She gets all the all the subs within 100-meter radius just gravitate to Sally.
Like
Sally, we need to go. Sally, focus. We need to go. I'm literally swatting away men like flies left and right because they're all trying to get pro bono sessions with Sally.
She's came to my rescue more than once at Edinburgh, or going to once with security, explained to them, you know, we are doing a show, and the handcuffs are part of what she wears. She's not a terrorist, and also yes. You see, the thing is, when you're a dominatrix, I can also pick out the submissive men, but they pick me out as well. But of course, when I'm wearing PVC and handcuffs, they just seem to gravitate. And Carly was really kind and rescuing me more than one time to, you know, go away. I'm busy.
Now, did you guys do this show in Edinburgh too?
Yeah. That was our show. The Student Becomes the Mistress.
Beautiful. We may be losing her again. It seems like she's got the exact same smile. So she's either that excited about it or she's frozen. Fantastic. So this is oh yep, there she is. And hey, look, it's you, frozen. Well, before I remove it, still there.
Oh,
I've never had that happen before. People found
It's
this out all
the
the time.
rise
I sped up the process this time, so
Beautiful.
Oh, she's got it again.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, let's just put them beside each other. Nope, that one's gone. And we'll probably lose her there too. So this is super exciting. This is the show that if you want to start the Barcelona Fringe Fest with a bang, this is how. No doubt at all. And I'm going to remove her so she doesn't have to see herself again for when she pops back here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any last thoughts? Anything else to show? Oh, there she's back. All right. Any last thoughts before we go? This is, as I just said when you were frozen, this is the show. If you want to start your Barcelona Fringe Fest experience off with a bang, this is where to do it.
Thank you. Yes.
I could say when Sally's done that, I can pitch it.
You will not be disappointed when you come to see our show. It's two different angles of the same thing. Be enlightening. Everybody enjoys it, and especially the Q&A at the end. The questions people ask, genuine questions about sex and domination and that. Yeah, and it's really quite amazing that people don't know certain stuff.
If you really want to have like an eye-opening educational experience around sex that's also extremely entertaining, then yeah, I think our show is a really great fit. And on Halloween night, come on, when you're pretending to be someone else anyway, that's there's no reason to not feel extremely vulnerable and just down for having an awesome time. So
excellent. Yeah. Wonderful. All right. So this is it. BarcelonaFringeFestival.com. If you go to events and you type in the word student, that's going to take you right to their show. Also, there's a link in where you're watching this right now that's going to take you directly to those show links or the show link. It's only one show. So jump on there now, grab those tickets because what's the seating in there?
I think it's about 70 max.
Okay. So I guarantee you that when we get to a couple weeks before this, it's going to be gone. So definitely get those tickets now. BarcelonaFringeFestival.com or the link that is below. The Student Becomes the Mistress is going to be probably the show that I'm most disappointed about having a conflict with. So I will miss it, but not for any intentional reason other than showing up for my own obligations wherever that show is. So yeah, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great Fringe, and you've got stories to tell. So I'm warning you now, going to gravitate from where my show is to where your show was to maybe hang out and catch a drink with you afterwards. Or, we'll connect and coordinate something because, when in Spain, right?
Yeah. Although, just to be clear, Sally will be on vacation. She'll not be away.
Yeah, it'll be my birthday as well. So, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. On the 31st?
Well, my birthday's on the 29th, and that's when I'll come over.
Oh, beautiful. Wonderful. So, for no other reason, celebrate Sally's birthday at the Student Becomes the Mistress, 31st of October, Comedy Clubhouse downstairs, correct? Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. By the time I learn all of this, I'll be flying back home. That's okay. I think that they're going to do the Fringe again next year because so far it's been a great success. So thanks so much. Until next time, folks, come join us for more of these exciting interviews, and make sure you get to the Barcelona Fringe Festival. There are hundreds of shows, all sorts of different stuff for you to take in. All right, be well, be safe out there. Safe travels.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you.